Hello. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back. I've been on a little bit of a hiatus, just smoking 15 packs of cigarettes a day to try to get my voice a little bit more radio friendly. Something a little bit more aesthetically audio pleasing to you guys. So, and I've had COVID. So, I'm back. I'm feeling great. I really hope somebody's still there. Thank you for coming back if anybody watches this. I've got 25 more Aussie slang words by my man Tristan Kuhn. I enjoyed his last video, so let's go check out his channel and let's just sit back, relax, and learn some more Aussie slang.
What's good, y'all? Tristan here, and today I'd like
Let's see if I can guess a couple of these.
to share with you 25 more Aussie slang words and phrases. I have done 100 Aussie slang words and phrases. I have done 50 more Aussie slang words and phrases. I've done 20 dirty Aussie slang words. I've also done an Aussie slang competition with a friend where there were 10 Aussie slang words in there, and I've even done an Aussie slang quiz. We've covered a lot of slang, but you guys absolutely love these videos. These are some of my most viewed videos, so we are doing one last one. I know it's unfortunate, it's gonna be the last one.
No.
But
I'll have to go back and watch some of those other ones.
I feel like I am getting close to exhausting
Go check out this dude's channel.
all the Aussie slang. And really, I just don't want to be too repetitive, so this is gonna be the last Aussie slang video that I do. I know, tear. I'm sad too. Don't worry, it's gonna be a good one. We got 25 great Aussie slang words. And if you haven't seen any of those videos that I just mentioned, I'll have them all linked in the description.
Fair dinkum, dude. Let's do it.
Number 1 is breezy. So
Breezy. That obviously just means it's windy.
does not mean that it's windy outside here in Australia, or it does mean that, but it also means that something's easy. Maybe you had a pretty
Okay. I mean, in America, you would say that was a breeze. That test was a breeze, dude. A+.
easy day at work, you know, it wasn't too difficult. You just say, it was a breezy day. Or you're talking about getting some task
But you would not say breezy. That's sort of
done
funny.
that won't take up too much time, not gonna be too difficult. Oh, it's breezy. You might occasionally hear this in America, but not really. You might, if you heard it in America, it'd probably be said like with the word easy. You'd be like, oh, it's easy breezy. But it's not really common, and I've heard it much more here in Australia.
I think I've heard
Number
that.
2 is ambo.
Ambo. Is that like Arvo? Happy Arvo, guys. Ambo. Like, call an Ambo. I'm freaking dying of COVID, and I smoked 15 packs of cigarettes for the last 3 days. Call an Ambo. Is that what that is?
So ambo is just short for ambulance. And number 3 is
Yes.
toolie. So this is a good one.
Toolie. I'm going to say that's like a female who's being a tool, which would mean like a kind of a dickhead. That's a toolie.
I mentioned in my 50 more Aussie slang words video, I mentioned schoolies here, what schoolies were. It's like this time of the year after the year 12 kids graduates, where it's kind of almost like a spring break, but they're out of school, they go to the beaches, they go party, they go crazy. But the thing is about those parties is it's only year 12s that are supposed to be there. So if you show up to schoolies and you're not like a year 12 graduate, then you are a toolie. You
What? You lost me there.
are an older
Schoolies. I don't remember that one.
guy trying to hook up with some young girl. You don't even
Yikes.
have to be that old.
You're a
just, I don't
toolie.
know, a couple years out, then you're a toolie. Number 4 is gutter.
my
So
God.
while we call this the gutter, it's not that that's not a gutter here, but they also call this a gutter, so that is like the curb. And in America, you would never refer to that as a gutter. Like, that is a curb, a gutter.
I don't know if I agree that you would never hear anyone refer to that as a gutter. I just don't know if I would agree with that. I've heard people, like, I don't know. That's tough.
Gutter is this thing, very different. Number 5 is a bonnet. So I didn't know this one until
Bonnet. That's like a hair thing for old women.
like a couple weeks ago, but a bonnet is just the hood of a car. I asked this guy I was working with, I was like, yo, like, pop the hood, and he was like, oh my god, that's so American. I was like, what, like a hood? He's like, yeah.
Sorry,
So
gotcha.
apparently the part of the car where the engine's stored,
The
that's
bonnet.
we call that a hood, or like lift the hood. Here you would say lift the bonnet. Number 6
Bonnet. I wonder why.
is a lead. So a
A lead. A lead. A lead. How can this be slang, dude? This is just a word. I mean, like, or is it lead? Lead poisoning. A lead. I'm gonna say it's like a hot wire. in electricity.
Lead here in Australia is what we would call in America an extension cord. I think technically the full term would be
I was pretty close. I was pretty close.
like an extension
I actually like that. That's the lead. I got it.
lead, but I've never heard anyone say it. They just call them leads. Number 7 is a WOG. So a WOG is an Eastern European.
Okay, I've not looked at the American yet. He put that up real quick. But a WOG, I'm going to say, is like a walk on a foggy night.
Immigrant, or like, yeah, someone who came from
Eastern
Europe.
European
8
immigrant.
is a
Gotcha.
pommy in Australia.
A pomegranate, like candy.
Pommy refers to someone who is British. Sure are lots of pommies over here in Australia. Number 9 is Yank, or
Well, that's got to be like an
a
American.
Yank. I don't know how I haven't included this in any of my other lists yet because it's really common and I am one. So a Yank just refers to an American. Oftentimes
funny.
not in the most positive way, but it's not necessarily negative.
So that's why you guys are saying that in the comments.
However, another way that they refer
Just kidding. I don't think I've been called a Yankee yet.
to Americans here, which is always negative,
Sure.
it's definitely negative, is a Seppo.
Seppo. He said it's negative.
Way that they refer to Americans here, which is always negative, is definitely negative, is a
That's another way of referring to Americans. Seppo?
Seppo. Seppo is short for septic tank, and
Oh.
septic tank for some reason refers to Americans, so
What the hell? I thought you guys were chill. Why are we the septic tank? I'm gonna have to go back through my comments and see who's called me a Seppo. A freaking septic tank. Out of all the why does that mean American? Just exclusively Americans are septic tanks. Is there something on my lip?
I don't know, I kind
What
of
the
get it.
heck?
I guess, I don't know, we're toxic, we're dirty. I'm sure there has to be more of an origin that I don't understand. If you know it,
You guys are kicking me while I'm
please feel
down.
free to comment it below. Why are we called Seppos? Or maybe not why are we called them, but like, you know, where'd the phrase come from? Number 11 is Chrissy. Chrissy is just short for Christmas. Next up, we got Poof
I like that.
Doof, and
Poof doof.
this is
Oh, you farted.
really cool. I think this is really only a thing in Australia, but a Poof Doof is like a party in the middle of the bush. I almost got to go to one, but I left Cairns
That looks sick.
like 3 days before the one was going on, but pretty much what it is like a lot of backpackers, or a lot of times
Poof
not
doof.
backpackers, like I think locals will do it too, but you pretty much like
I like
everybody
that a
just
lot.
goes, drives their car out to like the middle of the woods, like middle of some farm, literally middle of nowhere, and you just park your cars in a field and you just have a huge party. Definitely not like the safest things, like obviously there's a lot of alcohol people are drinking, but they're also kind of known for there being a lot of drugs there, and yeah, you pretty much party like throughout the entire night. The sun rises in the morning, and then you like, that's about when you go to sleep, and you just like sleep wherever you pass out at. You sleep in the field, you sleep in the car. Yeah, kind of a weird thing, but yeah, it's a thing here, and it's called a Poof Doof. Next one is one I've only heard like once or twice, but I don't know, it's kind of like a dying word apparently, but that is a milk bar. A milk bar is just
A milk bar. Like a chocolate bar.
like a convenience store, like a corner store. If there's a convenience store with a gas station,
Okay, so it's kind of like an old school term.
then you call it like a servo. So a milk bar would only refer to like a convenience store that doesn't have a gas station, like just the convenience store. Number 14 is Rexona.
Rexona. Roxanne. A female dinosaur.
So Rexona is just like the hygiene brand that in America that we would call Degree. They make like deodorant and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Here in Australia, Rexona. 15 are Super Dupers. So
You guys are so super dupers. That is like a diaper that is a diaper that has some kind of like super functionality to keep the baby from having a blowout. Does that make sense? That's what a super duper is.
Super Dupers are just what we would call in America, like an ice pop or a freeze pop. They call them Super Dupers here because like the main brand that makes them is Super Dupers,
Those
but
are
it's
good.
kind of like Kleenex, like you just call all tissues Kleenex now. Well, yeah, that's kind of how it is here. All those ice pops are just called Super,
Super
Dupers.
Duper,
16
got
is
it.
actually something I learned from a comment that I got. Someone asked me, why do Americans always say taxes, like I'm filing my taxes? Yes, there are multiple types of taxes, like, I don't know, income tax, sales tax, state tax, but like when you file it, you're filing your tax. So he thought it was kind of weird that we call it filing your taxes in America, whereas apparently in Australia, when they say it, they say we are doing our tax. 17 is
Okay.
tap, so we would call the thing that you like
Yeah, that's like a drinking fountain or like a faucet. Oh, but I bet there it's the hose.
Get
outside.
water out of in your kitchen, like the faucet.
It's
Most
outside.
likely, like the thing in your sink that the water comes out of. We call it the faucet.
Wait, what? I'm confused. No, here we call it the tap too, or at least in the Midwest they do.
Here in Australia, they call it the tap, and like, yeah, they don't use the word faucet here. Faucet is like a very
But we would say faucet as well. That's fine.
American word. 18 is bindies or a bindi.
Bindies. Okay, so it's like a late night out, drinking a lot of beers.
Bindies, they're like little like stickers in the grass, you know, like when you step on them, they go in your foot and they hurt.
Oh,
We would probably call
yeah.
them like stickers, or some people might say they're like thorns, but no, stickers is the best American word we use for them. Here, they're called bindies. Sook is to cry, like
Oh, I didn't get to guess.
have a sook.
Suck. I would have guessed that was like some kind of tar in your lungs from smoking 15 packs a day.
Have a cry. 20 is pram. A pram
Pram. Pram is like the short bus. I don't know. What am I talking about?
is what we would call in America a stroller.
Stroller. That was close. It's a piece of mobile equipment.
21 is gander, like have a
Gander. I mean, that just means check out that woman.
gander. In America, we would say
gander out.
have a look, or like look at something. So like gander means to look. And 22 is Besser block. So yeah,
Besser block. Besser block. Besser block. How is that a slang term? Besser block. I'm gonna say that means this is ridiculous, guys. Like, you're. I just have to say something. Like a party in on the block.
I had no idea what this was when I heard it.
That's
And
not
Besser
it.
block is a cinder block. So this thing right here,
Oh,
we call those cinder blocks here in Australia.
Dang
They
it.
are Besser block, or it's spelled
could've
Besser,
got
but they
that.
kind of pronounce them Bessa blocks. 23
block.
is a
Of course they
ranga,
do.
and a
an orangutan.
ranga here in Australia is a ginger, or like a redhead.
Okay.
You know, someone with red hair,
Ranga.
light complexion, they are a ranga. If you're enjoying this video, guys, please make sure to give it a big old
You know
like.
what? I will.
Really appreciate it. And if you haven't
I
seen all of my
appreciate
other
these
Aussie
videos.
slang videos, make sure you go check them out, because there are a lot of really
I
cool
will be.
Aussie slang words and them
You guys go check out this guy's channel. There's a lot more videos than just the slang.
as well. Let's get on with it. The last two Aussie slang words ever on this channel. Postie. So a postie
Postie is a post-it note.
is like a mailman or mail
Dang it!
woman. You know, it's actually a pretty clever word, I think, because, you know, we don't have like
like
a
it.
gender neutral
That's so Australian. Postie. Of course, that's what you call a mailman there.
word. I guess like a male person, but that just sounds so weird. So postie here, the person who delivers your mail. Number 25, this is such an Aussie saying, I hear it all the time, but it is doing fuck all.
It means nothing.
Fuck all. It just means you're not doing anything. I'm sure people in America will say it sometimes, but it's really common here. As I've said in past videos, they cuss a lot more here, and yeah, it's a common phrase here in Australia. Thank you all so much for watching my
That was awesome. That was a lot of fun. Go check out this boy, Tristan Kuhn. I'm probably going to watch some more of his videos. And hey, I'm feeling great, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope somebody's still out there. And I'll see you tomorrow, I hope, as long as I don't get some kind of rebound or something. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling so much better than yesterday. So I'll see you tomorrow. Subscribe for some more Australian reactions and stuff. Bye.